well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Wentz to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Wentz going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he connects with Ertz.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Flush to his right. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
On the double. Get that quarterback. Hey, orbit. Ready?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Eluding the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Eagles nothing.
Ready up. Come on, set. It's the AT Gator. Fire.
Throwing on first down. Jones. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Another try for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. On first down, they run with Howard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Throwing on second down. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Now Wentz. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To throw is Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. First and 10 right at the 20. It's caught by Jackson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On first and goal, Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Oh, he stays up. Now he steps away. Now he'll let it. Got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to maneuver. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing, man.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A final shot before half for Wentz. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And his pass incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jones now on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, Barkley. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jones off the play fake. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
On line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Howard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Jones now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. On 1st and 10, Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run with Howard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Break. Let's go. 50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones, able to shake him off. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any off.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return will stop right around the 25. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away into 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Snead's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They go play action now. Jackson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run here with Ingram. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Montravius Adams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers on target here to Allison, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
That's another Packers first down.
On first down, Rodgers setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Out to his left. And he finds his tight end, Graham. A good pickup there, 22. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defense has only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. Allen Lazard there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They'll try and run. This is Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. Here's Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Jackson, throwing again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But now it'll be third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route, because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Rodgers now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
16-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jamal Williams taking it in. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
You can't stop me.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Jackson now being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 29, Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 16.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Let's get this.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Rodgers looking to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Snead's got it. And he goes out right around the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Throwing now is Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. It's complete to Snead. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Check 42's the mark. Check 42's the mark. That's not good.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ready. 10-2 start. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On first down, Tannehill. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Tannehill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, set. Wide, 80. Come on out here. Come get some. Hey, pack it.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On second down, Michel. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 18-yard line. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tannehill, escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. And that was just brute strength against brute strength and defensive brute out there.
We often talk about leverage in the game. Offensive line versus defensive line. Who can get lower and create some space? In this case, as you pointed out, the defensive line got it done.
Well, they went to the fullback dive, could not get the first. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu. 99 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Touchdown.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
We planning to win. Left. Down. 30 base. 51. Check.
Tannehill on 1st down. It's caught. Humphries. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
But depending on the team, they'd call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mohamed Sanu, 88 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easy.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Wait, that Alabama, 380. Fuck, Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Push him back.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Come on, now, let's go. Hey, Charlie. Go. Here we go. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Hey, Delta.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And Walker has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Bravo. First and 10 at the 42-yard line. 51. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 51.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
51's a mic, boy. 51. Hey. Check right, check right. 51's a mic. Five. Who that? Get it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set the tone, defense.
Again, Tannehill. He's got Lewis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again is Tannehill. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Walker. Touchdown Titans. Delanie Walker. As the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Joseph now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. The final shot before half for Brady. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Brady. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. Brady now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And this is caught. It's Edelman. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Tannehill now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action, it's Tannehill. Steps away. It's caught by Davis. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the draw, this is Lewis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watson. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Brady gives to Michel. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Brady now on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And it's Michel once again. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Watch the screen.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Tannehill forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Tannehill. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a 1st down. And they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The kick is good. Next to score, Patriots 38, Titans 14. Stephen Gostkowski.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, 15, line, 15 line. Ready?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Sets up fourth down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Come on, boy.
Here we go on 4. Tannehill. Roll it, and nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Hey, check.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Wait, flag,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball.